Okay, this is Ike Brender again. I wanted to do an addendum video to the forming handmade rivet by melting a ball or a sphere onto the end of a wire uh, to add a little bit more detail. First of all, you want to do the melt over an area that is not flammable, like a concrete floor or something like that, because sometimes you can get too much heat onto that, and gravity will eventually, as it's creating the shape of that sphere, if the heat doesn't come away when it needs to, it can get too large and too heavy and then just melt right off the end of the wire and fall to the ground. You don't want to catch anything on fire. The process that makes that head is both, from my understanding and experience, surface tension and the heat and gravity create through that melt a kind of a globular shape that pulls up towards the wire. But if it gets too hot and too liquid, it'll just fall right off and can burn you or start a fire. So be very careful about that. I did try the blazer again, and it did work okay. I just took a little longer than my level of patience, I guess. And I also went eventually to a little bit larger pair of pliers to hold it so that my hand was a little bit farther away from that heat source. Also, I wanted to say that I said completely vertical, and that's absolutely correct. If you have it just a little off, in a direction, even 3 or 4 or 5 degrees off of perfect vertical, the head will form to one side, or it'll tend to fall right off. So if that's happening to you, that's another reason why. So I'm going to show you one more time here. Again, it's directly vertical, and I'm going to go very carefully to heat this thing up, and I'm slowly getting that melt to occur, and there you have it, done. So use caution, be careful, don't hurt yourself. And also, that globe that's on there is a little bit, I guess I'm going to use the word elliptical. It's not a perfect circle. They can be a perfect circle, but as they pull up towards themselves more and more to form that perfect sphere, the opportunity for it to be too hot and drip right off is increased significantly. So there you go, a little bit more detail, and I hope you have success. Again, lots of things can cause problems, and practice makes perfect. Good luck.